Season 2. Hello, 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 everybody. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Thursday. I know me and Joker are. We're actually excited because we got to watch the watch party poll, and apparently, X and the title is right. X-Men Season 2 won in a landslide. Somehow, against all odds, against Ghost of the Shell Standalone Complex Season 1 and Oban Star Racers,
An oldie but a goodie.
it won. And of course, again, ladies and gentlemen, there's the watch link for the show, for the episodes that we are doing. And for everybody on Twitter, here you go. There you go. I went the extra mile to make sure that you guys on Twitter do get a chance as well to watch it with us. It should work. If not, please hop over to the YouTube section and click the link there in case. Now that we got that out of the way, we had a fantastic season finale last week with season 1. Amazing. It was an amazing end to season 1, and rightfully so. I am pumped for season 2, episode 14 through 16. Joker, real quick.
Mhm.
What are your predictions for this season?
Well, probably since they go a little bit more darker this time around. From what I'm told, that when this was renewed for season one, they were allowed to go a little bit more darker, added more of the famous, some of the more famous storylines, and of course, some of our favorite X-Men finally show up in this season. So, and with Magneto, coming out of the shower so this time around, I think the gloves are going to come off this season, and we're going to see more mutants, and people are going to get more exposed to the mutants, which will probably slowly start the Cure Act in the background. So not full blown cure, but you'll start to see the protests eventually. That's my predictions.
Ah, nice.
With that being said, let's go and enjoy the watch. If you want to watch with us, again, links below. So trust us, it's a very, very good season. It's a very good show.
Mhm. Also, my roommates made homemade chili, so I'm ready. Hey, nothing beats homemade cooking, guys. Nothing beats
Oh,
homemade cooking,
oh, oh, yes.
especially from people that love you. But anyway, guys, we are about to start. We'll talk. We'll see you all later for the discussion.
Woo! Woo! Nothing. Woo! Teenagers.
It's a good thing I don't have it showing live right now on this screen because I would get copyright
That
so
that
bad.
that's the automatic copyright because YouTube bots they just go. I don't know if I ever told you this, but almost like every stream I did of Lost Soul Aside had a form of copyright to the final video stream that I ever did. Had like I got like an email notification right away saying that yeah, there are like 5 freaking claims on it, and I don't know what it is the composer did or if the music was too similar to was it Two Steps from Hell, Two Strings from Hell, something like that, and I was like, oh my god, really?
Yeah,
So it does
I
happen.
would
It
get
does
hit
happen.
hard. I would get hit real hard with that one because that's why you guys don't see me playing the Godfather game anymore. I don't stream it anymore because it's even with the music off, the back the in-game cutscene music still plays. And I'm like,
That's why I told you to turn off when you were playing Sleeping Dogs. I'm like, turn off the radio now. I'm like, turn it
yeah.
off.
Oh god, oh, I got lucky. But that didn't
I'm like,
save me from the other shit. I was like, fuck. It's a walking minefield, Joker, that we live in.
Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, heavily copyrighted. Had to turn off the music completely. I'm like, it was fine decade ago. Why is it now not fine?
Oh, Revolutionary War music is copyrighted. Uh,
No, it's not that.
what?
It was the music by Lauren Belt that kept getting copyrighted. I'm like, it was fine years ago. Why is it? It's a headache sometimes.
Yes. Hey, Sarah, George, we're in the middle of the watch party. If you want to
All right,
join,
let's
here
do
are
it.
the links. Alrighty.
Ah, the cheap sound effects that everybody had. I told you, people. Yes, I told you, people. You're watching. More students, more gifted youngsters. See, pause it, pause it. We know who that is. We know who it is.
It
Little details like that. Seeing the girl transform and everything, great. Seeing you see you guys see you see the New Mutants. You see New Mutants. This is how you do them correctly.
Yeah, just let them breathe. Let them breathe. Let them have their own scene at least. Not
But
cram
all at the
every.
same time, we know who this is. Like we know who this is.
Oh, oh God, help me with the name. Help me with the name. Is it?
It's
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. Damn it. Joker, help me here.
Sunspot. This is Sunspot.
Sunspot. Damn, I knew it
Because
was
he's
the
supposed
name.
to be Brazilian and he's Sunspot. And the girl who we just saw, that's Wolfsbane.
It's, I'm
Macy Williams.
sad. I'm sad we don't see Wolfsbane as much. I'm sad
And,
about that.
I don't remember last time, but I think Devon said he liked the New Mutants movie because I could be completely wrong, but he did read. He has the entire X Men collection, folks. We can go back to that live stream if we have to. It's like he had the entire freaking thing. Very knowledgeable of the X Men, and I'm like, damn. And I wish I was knowledge in that field because I would have been like, here's what they're missing from the New Mutants movie. Here's what they cut out. Here's what they kept right. But because honestly, I still feel bad because Macy Williams could have been a good Wolfsbane. Anya Taylor Joy is the only one I liked as Magic, and they had Charlie Heaton from Stranger Things fame as Cannibal. Actually, and I'm like, yeah, he could do it. And then Bull Hunt or Bull Fraser Hunt, she was Mirage. So I'm like, I didn't even realize that was her until it's like it was too late, and it's like, darn it. But seeing these people here in animation format, thank you, animators. Thank you. Just little glimpses of that. It's like, I know who that is. I know who that is. So good. So good. I love finding Easter eggs like that. Thank you. It's how it's done, people. It's how it's done.
Exactly. But I'm glad though that we're seeing like the new mutants and they're actually got their own scene for once and let them breathe. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Not cram everybody together in one scene and you can't even tell who is who and what is what. It's like, wait, what?
I was like, what was your powers again? What did you do? This is how you do it properly. Even if they don't say the name, for those who read the comics, you know who that is. Perfectly done. That was done well. Iceman!
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 Yes! I was wondering when we were gonna see him.
Well, like I said, season 2 adds more mutants, so there he is.
He looks good actually. I
Looks
like
good
this
so
variation.
far.
And it looks like he has a grip on his powers. So it looks like he has a grip on it. That's good. That's what you need, at least.
Because I saw the fountain of water, I'm like, that's Iceman. Like, yes! So good.
Can we take a minute to appreciate that the style and everything of that fountain with the ice? That is
It looks good.
beautiful.
Like I said, they got that increased budget, so might as well use it. Like I said, there's Cannonball right there. Okay, who's that one? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Perfect timing. How convenient. Ding!
And he is correct.
What
He
I've been
is.
saying is he's not because he knows better. Like they're both not wrong. They're both right. And even Scott said I was so focused on not being seen as that's the issue. But it's also that beautiful issue that you did a good deed. You saved lives, but
Let this be a
now
one-off
they saw
thing.
the laser beam. It's like, oh no.
Luckily, though, at least the news report said at least the source is unknown.
But we know who's watching the news as well.
Yep, and that's gonna be bad.
She's watching it and she's going, they're watching it too. And they're thinking, he's slipping up. And the conversation here works because they're both right. I love having good arguments like this. Helps
And
create.
notice Charles is not raising his voice. He is. It's like a quiet borderline. I'm mad and disappointed, but at the same time, I understand. It's at that line, basically. Which is the proper way to handle this.
I'm
But
just waiting to go full blown to Shomaru. I'm
I'm
just
waiting on
waiting.
that too.
All right, let's continue. Young love. Psylocke. Dude,
Wait a damn it! Is that who I think it is?
What is Psylocke?
Ah, psychic mommy. Uh,
Yes,
I mean, I
I
mean,
know
I mean,
that purple streak hair anywhere. Thank you, Marvel Rivals.
I completely forgot Psylocke does make an appearance. Oh, that accent though, that's on point. That is on point.
Whew.
Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Psylocke is of Asian descent, but she was raised in England. That's the mainline difference.
And her alt is in Asian descent as well, where it goes, told him I hope you go with Dance of the Butterfly.
Yeah, and if you've seen her attacks in Marvel Rivals, ooh, they are clean.
They're very good. I suck at Psylocke still, but even when I can hear that alt goes off, I'm like, oh, someone's Psylocke.
The minute I heard the British accent and looked at the hair, I'm like, Psylocke!
I just saw the hair, I'm like, oh, that's Psylocke.
Amazing how it takes one thing for us to notice.
Oh, yeah. You know what? And I'm still kidding myself. What could Emma Frost look like? Who would have they casted for her? Like, so close. You can see the design online, actually, but man, so close. Yeah. Damn. I'm with you, Avalanche. Damn. We know who he'll become.
I saw him, and then it hit my mind. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Mystique left at the end of season one. So now we have a new principal. Oh, this
And it's
guy.
him. And
Yeah,
it's
this
him.
guy. Well, Professor X, you're gonna have a challenge.
Forever and ever.
Yep.
The one time I'm siding with Magneto, I'm like, can I just kill him? No one will notice.
The one time I would have been fine with the death. The one time.
But we know who's going to save him. Play the clip.
You bad. Now you've made me very, very, very. Yeah, forget it.
You have one job, guys. Let Avalanche do his business. Let the Richter scale win. But nope. Here we go. All right, resume.
Okay, that joke is actually funny. I'll laugh at that joke. That is actually clever.
But here on onwards, he's the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Currently watching X-Men Evolution Season 2. Yeah. Sweet.
Why didn't we have that back in high school, Joker? Why didn't
Well,
we
we
have
had
that?
some of Torch a little bit. We had tigers. Not an actual tiger.
Oh,
Actually, not an actual tiger. Actually, there's a story to that I'll probably tell at the end of the stream. So, on what happened to our tiger. And I'm
man,
sure
that
this will play later into the story because they're giving the full blown 360 no scope, so they'll come back to the story. So yeah, Professor X is already starting it. He's already closing his eyes, so he's ah.
Oh no.
And,
Oh
and I'm gonna
no.
say this like Titan. No, no, I mean from Megamind. You don't have style. You don't have presentation. You need to build up to that, man.
You gotta pump those zippers up, buddy.
It would have been better if he did the avalanche. There, there we go. Uh, we'll see. Keep playing. Keep playing.
Who did he see? Ooh.
Woo! Woo! Powers evolving.
that is a perfect Hank McCoy. This is how he should look
Beast.
in his element. Oh, I'm excited. I am so excited.
Before the mutation, so perfect.
And I like it. And his voice actor is familiar. I'm on board with this. Let's continue.
Bam. Why are you here?
I like the fact that Rogue is wearing different outfits. I like that.
I
I
always
like the
like that in
change.
shows, in animation in particular, where just give them different outfits to wear all the time. And I appreciate that again. An outfit can also even tell you more about a character. Kind of like how, yes, she's in Southern South fashion. Love it.
Yes, more of that,
But
please.
also, we can also see her being more open in this dress and this design. How she really came out of her shell in season one, and now she's more free and open. Pay attention to detail next time. Hell, even M. Night Shyamalan did this with for the female character for Split because she was had so much clothes on because again in Split she had those horrible abusive marks on her, and then we get to Glass, she's now wearing more sleeves, sleeveless at least, kind of like the t-shirt like I'm wearing, and exposing more of her body parts. It's like, hey, so she's not afraid to show them off anymore, and that part of her chapter is slowly closed. So little details like that go a long way. I even had a character that I written, at least a description at one point. I was kind of more focusing on the face and everything. I described her like, yeah, she looks old, but she's not old. But due to I had the setting as a wartime and everything, with so much blood, dirt, and scars on her face, she looks way older. But she shouldn't be because my little detail is that I had her smoking a lot, so that kind of like age up her appearance. So she looks old, but is not too old. You just take one look at her, it's like, are you okay? Like one of the characters say, ma'am, and she looks at him just like, don't call me ma'am. I'm like, the one character comes up to him and say like, hey, I know she looks 107 years old, because she is, but technically speaking, she's only 20 in our time. And he goes, she's only 20? Half breeds.
Mhm.
So I kind of give that little funny moment, but you look at her and she's like, wow, she's not that old, but she's only 20? I'm like, wow. It's how like I'm describing, because I'm describing like how the face looks and how it looks thin but looks more heavy. Scars are appearing across her face, and yet again with all the mud and dirt, you look like, how old is this person? But then you realize she's smoking. It's like, oh, that probably helped out a bit, age up the appearance. Maybe she's losing a few things, but no, she still looks young. But she's not a heavy smoker, but smoking definitely will do that to a human's body. It rapidly increase stuff, with whether you want to or not. So I'm like, I add that little detail in there. And can I just appreciate how everybody looks now? Looking a lot better. More things are more smoothed out. Environments are a lot better. We're not used to just seeing the same areas as often. We're seeing different architectures and everything. Even Discount Psylocke over here looks so much better because you don't know who she really is. Come on. It's there. So she also does remind me a little bit of Yukiko, but again, hairstyles. This was the styles back in the day. We don't see them as often as, well, depiction at least in media.
Exactly. Exactly that.
This week episode X-Men Evolution is sponsored to you by Screecher Volume 4. Oh, I do. I eat pizza with
Did I
pineapple.
just hear a pizza? This is before Twitter, guys. This is way before that flame war. Way before
I eat
the
pizza with
flame war.
pineapple. And I love the fact her powers are evolving. Perfect.
This is actually a perfect episode because it sows the seeds. It sows the seeds. So this is perfect. Because I was wondering when they were gonna do this. I was wondering, where did it begin? But you can't map this out any better, Joker. You can't map this out any better.
Especially how they're evolving and everything. So, and how she's hearing everything, the echoes in the head and everything. It's like, even teenagers, again, they're teenagers still, so they're allowed to feel all these different emotions. So, and with your mutant like Jean can hear all the thoughts, like Professor X, yeah, you're gonna be freaking out a bit. Pause it for a second, folks. You do not. Uh, what she did was actually saved his life. It would have been much worse if he went full force, body slamming into that water, because you want to land on something soft. Water, no.
Nope.
Anybody who's done a body slam before knows how much it hurts. I used to do my version of Tobey Maguire's. I actually used to do the whole. If you remember Spider-Man 1, when Tobey does this in the flames and everything, I actually used to do that a lot, going off the diving boards and everything. But body slamming like that, poof, it's a rush, at least for me as a kid back in the day, but it does hurt repeatedly. So his body was way too much spread out. So no, this is gonna hurt. So you're glad Gene stopped him carefully, and then he went because it would have been terrible. He could have been severely injured, actually.
Yep. And me being the dumb shit back in the day, I did the 5-star frog splash off the high dive. yeah, that I was sore for weeks. I had bruised ribs, everything you could think of, and I'm just like, and my mom, God bless my late mother. She's like, "What did you learn? Not to do the 5-star frog splash. I'm not Rob Van Dam." But she had a little humor. She's like, "But are you happy you got out of your system?" Yes. My mom had a sense of humor. Oh man. But I do agree with Joker on this though. That shit hurts.
Oh, I missed that. He changed back. Ooh. Ooh.
And this is why I love Professor X. This is why I love him. He understands it doesn't push.
X-Men Evolution proves it.
He doesn't push. He's like, at least let me help you. But he actually listens. And Jean's like, I'm fine, Professor, really. And
he lets her breathe, but Gene's argument is saying that like it was a long soccer season. I have trials and everything. I'm stressed out. Scott and the
which are all valid.
They're fighting.
She has a valid point.
All of these together on top of You need to do all your schoolwork, and you're a mutant nonetheless. This is going to stress you out. And you might not. She's think it's because of stress. Professor X knows better. It's like, your powers are evolving. But he doesn't deny that you're stressing out because throughout the entire episode, we have seen her stressed out completely. And that's good writing, getting the mind of a teenager down correctly. Especially in era in the 2000s where we didn't have smartphones, we didn't have all the social media apps. This is before around the time of Facebook. We have technology to do webcams, but not Facebook yet. So props to the writers for getting this down correctly to a point. So props to them.
Exactly. That's detail. That small detail right there. Hey, Sanjay George, if you want to join us, buddy, there's the watch party link. But Joker, it's that small detail,
Love it.
small things.
We'll be here for 3 hours, but we'll get more to this later. But love it. Love it. Okay, that was a good bit. Oh, they all come in. This happens. Therefore, that happens. But then this happens. However, this happens. Then finally, this happens.
Hang on 1 second, Joker.
I was wondering who the hell this was.
She reminds me of Magma from the X-Men from the X-Men Legends game. She
First appearance
remind
in Secret Wars 2, 1985, issue number 5. Created by Jim Shooter and Alan M. Morgan. Team Fallen Angels, Exterminators, the Mutants Underground, X Force, X Next Wave, and the X Men. Time Bomb, Boom Boom, Boomer, Meltdown, and Firecracker. Ability to create variable sized yellow orbs of pure mental energy that explode with concessive and destructive force. Yeah. Voiced by Megan Lynch. I'll give him a 10 for that swan dive. Yeah.
I love when scenes are so different and the school is more involved in things. I like this. I like this pace. We're doing something different.
Also, consistency of episode 1, it's still destroyed.
Yes. Yes, that's the beauty of it. Oh, the struggles of a locked locker you don't remember the code to.
But Children just said it wasn't her locker, so it's like
Oh man, lots to cover, lots to cover. Well, we saw Mystique's room finally, and I'm like, I'm jealous. Like, damn, Mystique, you're loaded. Holy crap.
Yeah, that is a nice room. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh dang, I wonder why she doesn't want anybody in here. It's like, get out of here. Like, that is a nice room. And it's like she's got money in there somewhere, so it's like,
What are
hmm.
you really hiding, Mystique? What are you really hiding in that room? I was that the size of that bed. I'm like, God damn, Mystique. but all three episodes really nailed like the tone that we're gonna go forward with as the season progresses. We got off on a strong start. We got to see the new mutants, Boom Boom, Wolfsbane, Psylocke, and then we got to see who the principal who will later go on to be the state senator. Um,
All for the Cure Act. Again, we got to
yep,
see Cannonball. Didn't quite see Sunspot, but that was cool to see Cannonball.
and Iceman too. That was a nice
It's
one to
nice to
see
see
right there.
Iceman. It's like eventually he becomes in the group, as we all know. So again, with that bigger budget, we got to see more students, population around the child Xavier School. Forget the youngsters. So very much wonderful to see that. This is proper world building. So we know it's been a while, and we know Mystique has been gone for a while. Or is she? Bum bum bum.
I love that. I also love that little hint, that little nod to Magneto. I'm like, oh, that's clever. I think he too was he may be somewhere, but I think he was pretty pissed off as well. Like,
He's watching. He's carefully watching the shadows, and he's just looking at his little disciples, going, "You idiots! This is not how I intend this to happen. This is why you weren't even chosen for the last mission." It's like, you idiots. Woo!
and also we got to see the
Beast
yeah, we got to see
free
Beast.
mutation.
I like how he looked, and that little comment to Scott. He's like, "Keep your eyes closed." That
Most people will say
is
that. Well, I thought Scott was blunt. It's not. Actually, it is subtle because they also give you the hint right away that you guys realize when Gene threw those pretty much those heavy weight balls they use for track and field, he just stopped two of them in midair, grabbing them. Good sir, you're at that speed of that velocity with those weight. No, you would not be stopping them. So it's a small little hint right then and there that he knows. But he's also being respectful and kind. And the reason why he told Duncan to hit the shower is because he's looking at the race and is like, okay, one boy just lost his glasses and is just tumbling towards the grass. I only see one runner, not the rest. It's like, hit the showers, you're off the team. What? I love these little rivalries they have. But it's the team, like, now, it's good team drama. It's the good stuff. Don't even deny it, saying that, well, we don't have that. We still do. We still do. It's perfect for these mutants right now. going through all the trauma of high school and the daily lives of being a high school student.
Exactly, and also having Hank McCoy as the, professor as the chemist professor there, that is genius level detail, and if he fits right at home, which he will later go on to the, Institute of Gifted Students, where he will be working with Cerebo and the labs there in the underground basement. I like the setup, and also, Joker, we finally got a glimpse of Phoenix. We finally got a glimpse. That small
Well, she's not in
breadcrumb.
space yet. It's supposed to be like the whole comet and everything. Then that was slowly coming.
But I like the fact that they started off with this, and it's like, okay, this is actually a good way to start from this area, and then eventually, well, sadly, we haven't gotten fully realized that it would lead to Dark Phoenix, which I do like.
You just gotta remember, people, it's more of an entity than an actual thing. Jean is definitely the most popular to have the Phoenix Force, but there's been different hosts for over the years. Jean is the most powerful and complete of the hosts. There was Time Displaced Jean, there was Rookshire, Freron, one of them. Necrom was another one, don't forget that. Necrom the villain deals a fraction of the Phoenix Force from Pharaon, as they are known as the Anti-Phoenix. You also had yourself Madeline Jennifer Pryor, don't remember her? A clone of Jean Grey that is brought to life by a fraction of the Phoenix Forge. Rachel Summers, the daughter of Jean Grey and Scott Summers. Alternate timeline where there's the one true Phoenix. Dominic Nero, the alleged daughter of Apocalypse, he kind of had it for a little while. Don't forget, Professor X was possessed at one point in time for the Phoenix. Even Scott Summers was possessed. And just to name a couple few, Foxfire was also possessed. Had some energy. Emma Frost, as in Emma Frost was also possessed at one point. And Captain Marvel, the male version, a little bit. And the list goes on from there. So some people do have possession or have got some of the powers, but remember, it's more of an entity. Then people keep saying that, but what? Jean is just the most popular one. It is such a good comic book run for that when they introduced it and how her powers are out of control. That's why I keep saying, because it happened in space. It happened in space when it happened. Because she was trying to save the team in space from that supernova wave that was coming. And she's the only one that kept everybody safe while she took the full force and everything. That's why they show you in the series finale where Charles is like, and with a heavy heart, I saw the dearest of friends become the worst enemies. So she was slowly coming, slowly but surely.
Yes, and also I like Boom Boom. I thought she was really well
Boom Boom
done.
was a
It's
nice addition. And Boom Boom does remind me of those people that, yeah, they have good intentions. They might be a little bit too much for you. And I can also say I accidentally might have been wrongly influenced by one at one point in time. I mean, the girl, she was really nice and everything, but she was not the best advice for relationships or telling me what to do. I mean, I could handle her, but I'm like, girl, one of these days you're in, and shit happened. I'm like, yep. I don't know where she is now, though. I don't know where she is now. Hopefully, she has a good life.
yes, and and it's funny when you play the X-Men Legends game, you notice things, and Boom Boom. At first, I thought it was Magma for a minute, but I'm like, wait a minute, Magma doesn't come till much later, and after everything. Um, I that threw me through a curve a little bit, but Boom Boom, I'm like, okay, I can work with this. Um, I do like the fact that they are training the new mutants. I like that. That's actually pretty cool. We have more world building. We have more world building going on. But the thing is, though, with Professor X trying to wipe the principal's mind, I wonder who he saw in there. I wonder who he saw because
It probably wasn't who he saw, but even Charles just said that one, he didn't know that if he got him in time, or but like Storm said that you can't handle this many people, or people are going to say, but the Fox version did. Yeah, that's the live action version, and they said he could do it because they get new memories because he even froze time and place. This one definitely can, but it was also doing that one more because he forgot that. Oh yeah, the principal. I forgot about him. So had the principal actually shown up, I think he would have been fine, just a little bit. But we got to add some stakes and dramas to this. So, but then again, it's like, did he get him in time? And that's why the episode ends with him looking out the window and everything's and that ominous music. Like, keep an eye out for that. You could say, well, he remembers, but don't forget he had that ball in his office. Pretty sweet, comedic gag. But he also remembers that, oh yeah, a month ago of that fire incident. So it's like, hmm, hmm, hmm. He remembers the fire, but does he remember anything else though?
oh, I agree. And it's funny that despite the fact that Mystique and Magneto are not present, their influence is still felt, which is really how impactful it is. You
Well, Mystique is around. I mean, come on, you know who it is.
oh crap, it's right there, clear as day, isn't it?
It is the discount. She looks like Psylocke. It's not really Psylocke. It's not even Yukiko. It is the new girl where they're like, oh, hi, who are you?
Oh no.
I mean, it
Oh
was pretty
no.
obvious just the way how she's talking and everything. I was like, that's her, isn't it? It is Misty Wilder. Yes, just the way how
Yeah.
she's talking, just the way how she, it's like it's pretty obvious. I'm like, okay, this is Mystique, isn't it? Because you can't quite keep up the act. So spoiler alert, but it's pretty obvious. I know, but when you do look at Misty Wild, you're like, are we sure that's not Psylocke? Are we sure that's not Yukiko? I'm like, it's very close to both of them actually, but you can definitely tell they took the designs from both of them and be like, we'll just make it an Asian woman, give her the British accent, and it was like, oh yeah, Psylocke. But I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't really Psylocke because Psylocke has a different name because it's not Misty Wilder. She actually goes by legal government name Bestie Bardock. So it's like, this isn't Bestie. She called herself Misty. I'm like, Misty, Bestie, could be the same thing. But I'm like, nope, it's Mystique. So she is around. But that also begs the question you're always going to be saying, but then why isn't she just back to App? I think she just wants App, the Brotherhood of Mutants, to do their thing for a while. And while she works in the shadows, trying to get close to people like Rogue, and see if she can not convince her to come back or to manipulate the X-Men. Very clever of her, actually. Very clever.
And it is correct also. Uh I felt bad for Kurt in this one though. I felt bad for him. He does the right things and he knows And his punishments, his final punishment. Oh my
But
lord!
those are
I would.
funny. I gotta wash the uniforms, clean everything. It's like that's not bad. After Logan's lessons, it's like, oh,
Oh.
ooh. And you know Logan's gonna be like, all right, kid, time for your punishment. Like, so
What I also love is I'm glad they kept the romantic dialogue between Jean and Scott Summers and made Wolverine what he's supposed to be. That's my one criticism of the original animated series. That's my one criticism is it's too confusing. It's like, does it really make sense? But I digress. Here, though, I love it. And watching them go at it, it's funny, but also it's cool that we got to see everybody in place. The pieces are all in together. And also Kitty going through the TV camera to get the tape. That was funny. I'm
that,
like,
that was a
yeah,
funny
that's
deal. It's like, and it's actual camera tape. I'm like, yes, the actual film. Nice little nod to that, so they can broadcast it later. It's also nice to know that the Brotherhood of Mutants are like, all right, enough standing around. We're gonna show off all of our powers. And I do like the fact that Avalanche is still trying to get after Kitty. I'm like, so I'm like, they can still get along. They're just not mixed together. But it's like, all right, at school we can talk. There's no harm in that. I love it. And like I said, I like about when Jean's powers were going off in episode 15 at least. You get this happens. Therefore, that happens. I love how Avalanche is the one who actually looks is like, oh, whoa, whew, gets everybody down on the ground. Kitty Cat looks, it's like, what? It's like, I don't know. Like, it just was coming. I had to save you. So I love that bit. Like, he cares. He cares enough. Even if it's for one girl. Even that's what we say. Even if it's for one person, you'll see people's true colors come out. So that was great. But even in that entire episode, like I said, we'd be here all day for that, actually. It actually is pretty good, actually. Again, like I said, you got all these different problems going on with Jean and everything. And yet, here's the powers getting upgraded and everything. It's like, oh God, just shut up. Just come on. Like we all think about that at one point, wanting to know what people are actually saying. And when your power is telepathy and you can actually read the mind of people, yeah, that's going to escalate even further. That's great character dynamics. And at the time where there's no social media yet, it's not as powerful or addicting as it is today in age. It just feels great to hear the thoughts that she was hearing, and like very, very good, very perfect, actually.
it is, and then you just have to wait until the next episode. It's like, the days of waiting for the next episode to air and everything. That was something. And it's pretty cool that this came out at a time when social media didn't fully exist yet. Yeah, we would have that 4 year, I believe 4 years later. We would have that 4 years later, and then everything takes off. But I'm glad they were able to do this series at that time. And it's pretty nice to see like the different dynamics here and there. But I'm definitely excited for episodes 17 through 19 because it's gonna be a
We'll see how they
doozy.
go. We'll see what they pick up, and I do wonder if the principal is going to start noticing some more weird things because I know in one of the episodes, like I said, when Rogue does shoot that basketball, they're all like, "Oh no, she used her powers and everything," and the principal takes all the trophies away, and it's like, so there's that. But there is one thing like I will talk about is that you go in the first episode and it was like Blob throwing the whole stupid school mascot and everything, on the whole thing. There actually is an incident at my high school that happened years ago before even I came along. Our mascot was the Tigers, so we always had tigers and everything. But there was an incident that happened. So here's how I'll paint the story, and I'll even kind of like show a what I'm trying to get at over here. So not that. So I'll just pull up a random Tigers thing. So just pull up a random Tiger. So there we go. So like we used to have not an actual pet tiger because God no, we had something that was painted from a tiger and everything, and then I forgot what the actual tiger. Well, I do know what it looks like and everything, but I'll just show up just like a random tiger and everything. So we had like one of these. You gotta think about okay, get a tiger and you hire like an actual painter slash sculpture to make something for you for your school. That's what we had many years ago, and it actually was pretty cool. Actually, very expensive to make, and that's where all the team photos used to be and everything. And it was like really cool to have. But some idiots, years before my time at that high school, they decided to take the tiger and everything. They, they essentially stole it. But it fell off and it broke. So naturally, when the school hears about it, there's students who took this tiger painting, very expensive by the way. It falls off and it breaks. I think they were away from the school property, and it was like, uh-oh, they get in trouble, and I believe they were suspended from school. So they had to recall the painter sculpture to be like, hey, we need this, we need a brand new one. And so thankfully they did do it. But however, they have that thing gated off, so no one's allowed to even go buy it for photos. All the team photos now have to be their own separate thing. So just imagine that. Someone put their hard sweat and tear making this beautiful tiger painting and sculpture, and yet all it took was a few idiots in high school to steal it, and then it falls. Wow. Way to ruin this for everybody. And that's why when I was looking at that scene and then season in episode 14 for X-Men, I was like, man, I am just reminded of what happened to my school. It wasn't very fun. So even like when I went up there for freshman, I'm like, why is it blocked off? Why is it gated off? And when the principal told us, it's like, oh, that's why. Very shameful. We had to take away a tradition that everybody had up to that point before my time. Congratulations, they're idiots.
Yep, there they are. They are idiots. It's so sad, Joker. Every time I sit down and I look at the news, because I always think about my like those schools I used to attend and everything. A while back, I saw news from a school in Sylvester Junior High. That's where I went to back in Vegas at that time. I had I had so many fond memories of that school. And seeing what it became now so many years later with the news, I'm just like, "Oh my god, these kids." I was just like, "Man, they would not have liked 2005. They would not have like 2005 me. They would not have liked me." Uh, but I digress, though. I digress. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for for the watch party. Glad everybody was able to show up. Um, let's do this again next Thursday. Next Thursday will be X-Men Evolution Season 2, episodes 17 through 19. It is really kicking into high gear. Um, Joker, any family trips, anything going on
Yep,
that
pretty
I need?
much good for a very long while.
Alrighty, alrighty. Well, guys, that will do it. Big thank you to Sean, Mark Reed, Singer Out Loud George, and everybody else are coming on by. Take care, everybody. We'll see you all soon.